Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Cycles Podcast with me, your girl Adiambo, Kisumu City. You're hanging out with me, Maeve Cheryl, and in studio, I have an amazing guest with all the vibes. I'm so happy to see you again. Please
Thank you.
introduce yourself.
Hi, friends. My name
Mhm.
is Stephanie Nganga. I'm a digital content creator and the host of my show, Fierceness, and a proud cat mom of two. Let's go.
Sasa hapo ndo umeharibu.
Kanini?
We are a proud what?
Cat mom.
There's an episode.
Security. Security.
There's an,
Escort this young lady out.
there's an episode we did here, and
I saw it.
You saw it. How we were
Mm.
talking smack about cats and cat moms. Anyway, meantime, I'll just put that bias aside for this episode.
Because I've arrived.
Because
Do you know
it's
what
you.
I mean? I've just arrived. Talk
So,
to me.
Steph, I just wanted to find out what got your attention in the
Mhm.
past week.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think the biggest one has to be KPLC, and that's, Stima zimepotea.
mhm.
But I think what actually caught my attention from that,
Yeah.
power outage was I was reading a very sad story. I'm sorry to start this on a very
It's
sad
okay.
note,
It's okay.
on Twitter of how, I think a lot of the times we're very oblivious to like what the effect of this power outage is. And so someone was saying, I don't want to misquote them, but I think they were just recently married, newlywed, and the wife was expectant. And then, she got the baby, but I think the baby had to be in like an ICU, the one for kids.
Mhm.
And because it was a public hospital in Embu, because they couldn't run, allegedly,
Mhm.
run the generator throughout the night, they
Mhm.
lost the baby as a result because the baby was on, baby support, and that was so sad.
Okay.
Like for me, I'm just ranting about stima kupotea. Meanwhile, for other people, the
It means
effects of
something
that
else.
are greater that I could not even comprehend. So that really broke my heart.
I
Yeah.
really relate to that because no, for me,
Mhm.
this outage, I was asleep by the time hizi stima zilikuwa zinapotea. My mom came akasema stima zimepotea.
Eh.
Na sasa ikasini normal.
Eh.
Na acha nikwambia take ilikuwa inanilaza. Ni broken heart. Naona zile saa unaumwa na roho mpaka unasikia tu acha nilale ndio nisifanye something stupid.
Because if you don't sleep, you will cry.
You continue crying.
Yeah.
Asa nikalala, and then now I wake up the next day and Twitter is crazy and
Yeah.
I'm seeing how there's no lights.
Simu
and nini.
yako?
But yeah, simu yangu ilikuwa na charge. I was sad, so sikutumia usiku kwa.
Simu yangu ilikufanga
Uh-uh.
kitambo.
Alafu stima zikarudi the next day.
Yeah.
We had lights on, so I was just like, kwani which parts of Kenya do you guys live?
Yeah,
Us
the
we have,
girl-
so I don't know mnasema nini. But now the moment someone brought in that Embu story and
Yeah.
telling us how this meant infants died.
Yeah.
Nini hizo zinaitwaje? Life support machines
Yeah.
zinazimwa. I was like, this is mad.
That is like human life just gone.
Facts.
Sahizo mi nateta tu juu ya stima. Maskin. So that was something that I was just like, I can only empathize
Yeah.
because my God, the pain.
Mhm.
If you're watching this, all love.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Alafu now onto happier things.
Yeah. And the entertainment. What caught my attention? I'm a big fan and enthusiast of Love Island. I think this last season, UK was just chaos. And for the first time, we were talking about this actually before, how we've seen a crossover. Alafu anatolewa. Scott.
But me, I was happy
When we
atolewe
catch you.
because I don't understand if he had a connection with
With Catherine. Yeah.
why then did he go? Are these guys getting paid? Do they get paid to be cast on Love
You know,
Island?
I don't know if they get paid. Ideally, the compensation comes from after.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if they're being paid, then
Yeah.
I understand.
You
Or
get
maybe
it.
he wanted to
Maybe
tap
he was
into the
being
US
paid. That's
market.
hatujui. But you know the US babes, they love a good. Do you know what I mean? Do you reckon, babe?
They love
buzzing. They love a good UK accent.
Mate, you're making me so happy because I do this accent and I don't get someone
Na
to
washiki.
return the energy. Hata kuna wengine wananiambiaga ninyamaze.
Surely.
Boring.
Do you know what I mean? Nafa kwanza, used to, bloody idiots.
No.
Yeah.
You can't be cracking on with the boy.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he loves
He
me.
loves me. Bloody hell. I love Love Island.
Sorry,
It's so
guys.
chaotic, but I love it. So Scott, that crossover, I was like, if you're going to crossover, you might as well, if you move to, that other franchise, chaos. But he got there and it was just,
But I feel like it'll be big for him if at all the other side accepts him. So
Yeah.
kama brand deals
Yeah,
ziko
yeah.
and whatnot.
yeah.
So anyway, the way I know you, where I know you from, we come a long way back with Steph.
Way back.
This is high school.
PTSD.
We share a trauma in common.
Yeah.
So in school, I wouldn't say we were friends like that, but it
Yeah.
was hi bye,
Yeah.
we'd acknowledge each other and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now seeing you become who you've become, which I am very proud of, to be honest. It's like it has always been around. It was
been in
a
there.
long time
Yeah.
coming. That's
Yeah.
the perfect word to say. Because I think you took home science, yeah?
Actually, I dropped it and then I switched to German. So I don't know. Like,
Okay.
das ist alles für heute.
Kusha. Kusha.
Well, that's the only thing I remember. And that's
honestly.
translation for that's all for today. So I'll say that in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but then I think then what I remember is you did a very fire lap bag because we used to have
Yeah.
Form 2 home science was a compulsory subject.
Yeah.
And we had to make lap bags
Yeah.
by force.
Yeah.
I think yours was then fire. 'Cause that's
Fashionista.
where, and then Saturdays,
Yeah.
how you'd get creative with your hair and your
Yeah.
home
Oh,
clothes
my
and stuff
skin, you
like
remember
that.
that?
I remember everything.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah.
I think now we see it. So I'm just curious. What did you end up studying in university? And is that what you're doing for work now?
Okay. So I am a proud graduate. Msichana alisoma. I did my undergraduate in journalism with a concentration in broadcast. My minor was the same broadcast, and that's what I did in university. What I am doing today is more of practicing my degree unconventionally. Because I think the reality for, joining local media houses is not the same for everyone. And I opted to go, the not so traditional route. Plus, I was also creating content by the time I was finishing my undergrad. So, my platforms allow me to merge the
Everything.
two. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's safe to say that what you studied is
Yeah.
something that you're practicing.
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
Sio kama wasisi tunaenda tunafanya law, tunafanya medicine.
Namkopa content creator.
Kesho tunajikuta sijui tuko wapi. But that's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about content creation.
Yeah.
You have grown again, and I'm telling you again because I just want you to receive all your flowers from
you.
Cycles Podcast,
Thank
from me
you.
as a person.
Yeah.
You've grown into a tremendous and extremely creative content creator, and I
Thank
love
you.
it. And I just wanted, in the world of content creation, to be honest, as influencers,
Yeah.
the currency is sharing bits of your life.
Yeah.
Putting out things that we might not know, ama we might be interested in knowing outside in exchange for engagements, in exchange for followers and all that. And there's something I like that you do, and we were just speaking earlier, and you were saying you're an emotive person, which I also feel like I am to extreme levels. And the thing I like about you is that you are a bit vulnerable on your page, which is not something we see with, for influencers, it's glam all the time. And you embrace vulnerability in the sense that in your stories, in case you had like 2 weeks of downtime, you just come and tell us,
Nakapitia. Yo, you know that kid who's like, yo.
that one.
That's
that
me.
one.
That's me.
So I just wanted to ask you, why do you do that? Why do you share? Why do you feel like that's something you need to tell us?
Yeah. I think when I said that I'm a very emotive person, I like to think in general as humans, we are emotive. We are designed to share emotions and feelings rather than keep them or bottle them up. And even growing up as an individual outside of content creation, I've always been someone who's very in touch with their emotions, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. But now, the cons of that is that often you're villainized for it. Like, I'm someone who, if you start to cry, I'm crying. Walai, bruv. Like, I'm just going to start crying. Me, I'm those people who I'm just going to start crying. And growing up, as a young girl, it was always, unapendanga kulia. Like, hey, every small thing. I remember so many times my mom and my aunties, otidaga ukirira, that's translation for unashinanga tu ukilia. And otidaga ukirira, you just like, unashinanga ukilia. I remember we once had a help who was telling me that my tears are on my butu, my lashes. Like, ni wale small inconvenience.
Unalia.
You know, so because also I create from a place that is very personal to me, I felt that it was very almost like an obligation innate of me to share as much, because I think also as creators or as influencers, there's always that, preconceived notion or biases that as we are just living life, nothing gets to us. All we do is dress up, take pictures, and that's that.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it's for me to remind my audience that yes, I am this individual who loves to create. And there's a quote I say that the desire to create is one of the deepest yearnings of the human soul. And by creating, it is a testament or embodiment of me being a person. Unakapitia? Same.
Nakapitia pia.
Nakapitia too, maybe not to the
Hiyo ni line. Unakapitia, nakapitia pia. Oh my god.
drops.
DJ Wu ama studio after hii.
So yeah, I found it very important for me to be able to share even those moments. But I will say, when I started, it was never like that. I come to do my makeup kama nimeenda, but then I've interacted with creators. Like there's a creator who I have had this conversation so many times. There's Samantha Nyakoe, shout out to you, babe, and Stephanie Cheronov. These are people who are very, very emotionally aware and present, and the fact that they are not only that but are able to share that with their audience. Like sometimes, they're just strangers. Like it is very scary. Sometimes it can be very scary to tell your friend, your parent, your partner, sembuse an audience,
Yes, so right.
Sembuse, So
Yeah.
I think for me, it was very important for me to be able to break that wall, so that you don't just see me as Stephanie Nganga, but I'm just like Nagapitia too. You
I
guys
love that. I
send
love
money.
I relate to that aspect of, because I think for me, my Instagram has really been, even before content creation was a thing.
Yeah.
I think I really used to wear my heart on my sleeves on my Instagram stories, and even my personal page.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd blast my dreams there. I think anyone who followed me from the word go knew I wanted to be a singer.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a superstar. I wanted to be a what. So even sometimes I'm posting a quote because I just feel it. I'm not necessarily going through it, but I connect to the emotion it's trying to portray and stuff like that. Also, hiyo ya kulia kwa kukuwa na machozi hapa, it must have been hard in an African home. Unajua ile mzazi anakuangalia anasema nitakupea sababu ya kulia. Wewe ni kama unatamani kulia, nitafute tu.
Na utanipata.
Crazy.
Na utanipata. So
Yeah.
it's very difficult where there are so many moments I feel like I'm swallowing tears. Like I feel like nanyongwa actually, So but then the beauty about the sharing is that now you are able to be more relatable. Like my reality does not feel so far-fetched from my audience. They're like, enyo hata yanakapitianga,
And I like that because hata mimi, the people I look up to, like akina Oprah, akina who and what, when we go to their documentaries and scared that they were sleeping on the same bed with cockroaches, I'm like, sis.
Going through the gutter hell,
sorry.
trenches.
Maybe that's not the best example to use, but
Yeah.
when you hear that someone didn't have food, you at least you have, it's like fine, then this thing is actually doable and I can make it out of this whatever. So now, in line with sharing with now people you don't know, do you feel like there are limits? Are there certain things you are like, for sure this is not making it to the internet?
Yeah.
Ama you're just like kinda.
If we die, we die. I think one thing I am dating at the moment, and my dating life or love life is usually something I try to keep not a secret but more private, because I would like to protect the integrity of it. I think also, I admire people who are just like, yeah, even if
This is my boyfriend.
this my man, thank you so but for me, I think at the space that we are now, and I think also it has to be a mutual decision where if I'm choosing to share, I'm not only sharing this part of my life but also exposing someone's life to other things that they may not be privy to or ready to. So that is something that I think is a limit for me.
Okay.
Iyo ni yangu na Mungu wangu na close friends.
Yeah. So now as a content creator,
Mhm.
as for someone who's watching and probably wants to build a genuine community that would probably take them from one point to another,
Mhm.
I just wanted a few tips, maybe
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Mhm.
I like
3,
how
4,
I
5,
did
6,
that.
7, 8, 9, 10.
You know that the meme of this person who counts
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna take down for another one. Thank you.
Evo, Sasa. I
Mhm.
just wanted a few tips of what do you think it takes to create a genuine online community
Mhm.
that will engage with your post
Yeah.
and maybe, help you
Mm.
get, or, because these are things that companies look at.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to, monetize your
Your
social
content.
media,
Yeah.
tega masikio hapa.
Na mutume
Tuko
pesa,
masterclass.
M-Pesa pay bill. While I am leaving my pay bill
Weka.
and support.
Aya.
Okay, so I think sometimes when I get asked this question, I think there are the obvious answers that, I can sit here and say consistency,
Yeah.
consistency
Mi sitaki
yields
hizo.
results.
Sitaki kusikia hizo. Nimesikia
Hamtaki hizo.
tumechoka.
hamtaki kusikia mambo ya niche, you need to have a niche and whatnot. I think for me, the biggest one, and it's something I don't hear many people emphasize, and again, I think it depends on also how you treat content creation. For me, it's a very personal thing. It started personal more than it became a business, and even as much as it is my business, it is still very personal. When people tell you you need to separate your emotions, I'm like, I cannot create from an empty cup.
Facts.
And I am someone who's very in touch with my emotions, so I find it difficult. I can understand, the notion of it, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm a firm believer of emotional objectivity.
Yeah.
So if you are like me, or you create from a very personal place, I truly hope that you continue to discover and rediscover your why. There are so many, I'm sure when you felt like, sasa hata tunafanya nini hapa, like we should just punga hii kazi tuende nyumbani, like sometimes it is so easy to forget your why, and then you are sucked into this hole of numbers and audience and engagement, and when you're caught up in that whirlwind, it is so hard for you to get out. And then it starts, the frustrations come in and the imposter syndrome sets in. So a thing that I like to remind myself is, I hope that even as you continue creating, you discover and rediscover your why. It is your why that will continue to sustain and maintain you, not even these, find your niche and what. I mean, yes, those are the obvious, but I think more often than not, people tell you to start from a place of passion, then they want you to forget it. So I hope you continue to rediscover your passions. I think also, if you're trying to grow engagement, I'm a firm believer in a sense of community. So if that means interacting with creators, and I think often when I say that, people think, how am I going to reach out to Sijui who? I'm like, start with the people that are close to you, connect with those people, and then as you continue to grow, you grow together subsequently. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the sense of community and the rediscovering your why, and then obviously now the obvious, the consistency, the passion, the love. Because if you start for the wrong reasons, hey, ma'am, this
Streets
industry
are
will,
tough.
it will show you your way out. I think the most important is for you to try and sustain and maintain. So that is why I say your why is so important, because there are so many moments that you will be wondering, what are we doing? You start to question everything. So you continue to, regardless of the changes in numbers, in audiences, in financial strengths and capabilities, your why is consistent. If you have that friend, uko sawa.
I love to hear that,
Yeah.
because personally, I have been a victim of focusing on numbers.
Yeah.
Me, kama
It's
naenda
crazy.
naangalia reel,
Yeah.
haifiki na delete. Na saizo, it's something you took your time to create. It's something you put your heart into. And then just because it's not doing like Stephanie Nganga's, because obviously we get inspiration from other people's pages and stuff like that, and then you try to create something, and then you're like, let me see if it's going to hit numbers like Stephanie's, and then hata ifiki half, and I'm like, you know what, bye.
Yeah.
And I really like that you said that, because kama kuna kitu ina take away from people just starting or people just doing, is that focus on, oh my god, my post only gets 5 likes.
Yeah.
And I like that Instagram introduced that thing for hiding likes, because to some extent it helps, but now it's at us who like to just
Overthink,
over focus on things that don't matter. So I really like that. Also, I think I'd also add a tip someone gave me was to, if you are creating content, create from the basic things you do in your life. You know, now sometimes another problem I think people have is money. Money is a very important factor in this. Tulikuwa tunaandika hii point kwa history papers, ikuwa point
budget constraints.
Financial constraints, tunafikiria tu ni nye. It's a really important factor.
Yeah.
So someone might be looking at your page and they're like, you know what, I can't even afford a plate at Canopy, or I can't afford a plate at Suji where. Imagine you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can just, that plate you're eating at home can be content.
Yeah.
You waking up from your bed, that's not haina nini madirisha makubwa nini. It is content. So you can just start from where you nini, and then as you create with love.
Yeah.
The good thing about these things is it's compounded interest.
Yeah.
If I can say so. So it might not pay you today, or it might not change your life today, but eventually
it will.
It will.
Yeah.
So I hope mumesikia hiyo.
Gospel of Maeve. Two more pesa.
Any Maeve 1000 natafuta. Vile kuna John 3:16.
Oh.
Kuna imekata.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Let's move on to the next segment, which is a quick fire session.
Okay.
I wanted to have like a million questions, but we'll just go with the few I have.
Okay.
So who do you think was the first Disney princess? Is it Cinderella, Snow White, or Ariel?
I can say I love Disney. But wanga. First. Do you mean like first story to be written about the first? Okay. So umesema Cinderella,
Snow White, and Ariel.
You are like
Mosha moja.
That's when it's locked. Not Mosha moja. Akiwa like this one, I don't know, unless I guess. I think
Just guess, it's okay.
I'm trying to think of the concept of mermaids, dwarfs, ama stepmothers.
Which one came first?
Ni gani watu walikuwa? Yeah, I think I would say Cinderella.
Cinderella. Wrong.
The answer is
Snow White.
Walai?
Yeah.
Mambo ya dwarfs.
Snow White alikuwa the
Prince
first one.
Charming.
Na poisoned apple. Mbona kuifikiria that line?
Witches. I don't know. Me, I just thought of
line ya
dwarfs.
apple na Adam and
Mimi niliona
Eve.
two dwarfs. I said 7 wongo. Dwarfs wongo. But okay.
Which countries have the same name as a bird?
I could never nifanya revision hapa. Did you see that thing for Twitter ati says ina na name date?
Skizi watu wanaulizwa
Mekatilili wamenza.
nikianza hivyo naenda. Sasa tunafanya.
As a bird. Hey, you know me, I don't even know birds like that. Me, I'm a cat person. Cats eat birds, period. The cats, they take out the birds. Wow, as a bird.
Yeah, countries.
Countries.
Yeah.
Walai, nothing is
Angalia
coming to
huku ndo
mind.
wakuone hiyo uso yako haijui answers.
Muniulize anything but mandege. Wow. Ebu nipe, give me the first letter.
G. G for girl. G for gallbladder.
Kuna ndege inaanza na G.
G for Gordons.
Walai, bruv, I don't know.
Aya, okay, T.
T. Mbona zinanipotea? I'm like,
Ati Tanzania. What, fam?
that's not a bird.
Oh my God.
T.
Yeah.
Oh.
Umesaidiwa. The
Sawa.
game is rigged.
Turkey.
Raila Odinga.
Kimeibo. Turkey.
Turkey and Guinea. Guinea pig.
What? Sasa hizo ndege sisi
Lakini
hatuzianangi
naelewa.
kwetu.
Naelewa.
Hakuna Guineas.
Hizi vitu unazijuanga, but when someone prompts you, answer
Yeah.
inapotea. So what song would you want played at your wedding?
Hey, Maskin, do you have all? We need like another session.
Unataka kulia?
Hey, what a wax. What song would I like to play at my wedding? Okay, hizo nimefikiria lakini hiyo ni breakup song. Hiyo haiwezi chezwa hapo. I'm trying to think of a song. You know, I'm going through my sad nigga hours. Those are the nice sad songs, but ni za kuachana, which is so strange. Hizo wimbo zote ni za kuachana. What's this song? I think it's by John Legend, and I can't remember this other artist, but it's called Minefields. These minefields, Yeah, sitaimba juu
Mimi nataka hebu
sikupewa.
isema this minefields imefanya.
It's called, the song is called Minefields. The lyrics are naimba kwa. Anyway, she says these minefields that are kidogo.
Hebu imba yenye uko nayo.
Siniyo naimba kwa kichwa
So
yangu.
tuimbie hapa sasa tusikie.
Sauti. Yeah, my rate card.
Bro.
Walai, sauti yangu. But the song is called Minefields by John Legend.
I can hear it. I
Yeah.
can also see the reel on Instagram. Imeisha hapo.
Close to
Mtu alikuwa anataka
you.
kutuimbia.
There you go, close to you.
Fantastic. Haya, what do you think is my favorite color?
Huku kwani just arrived. Your favorite color?
Yeah.
Is it on your nails?
Probably.
Lakini sasa shida kona zote.
Rainbow Nation.
Wow, your favorite color. Ebu describe it before you say it. Okay, let me give you hints. Is it bright or is it dull?
It's bright.
So it's definitely not a neutral. Is it warm or is it cool?
It's warm.
Is it red or orange?
Orange.
Orange. Till number.
Guys.
Pay bill.
When you wale wa masji pastels, earthy tones.
Yeah.
Javilo mongea hivo.
Earthy. I'm an earthy babe.
Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of the episode. We've also come to the end of the quickfire questions. If you want to see more of whether this lady here has a brain, tufuate kwa Instagram. Follow
Ask
us
me anything that bad. Tafadhalini.
Follow us on Cycles Podcast, on Cycles_podcast on Instagram or my personal page at Maeve Cheryl. And be sure to follow Stephanie
at Stephanie Nganga on all social media platforms and on the SNS by Stephanie every Wednesday 10 a.m. on YouTube.
Kwisha. Yani
Mambo ni hayo. Also, don't forget to send me money, my M-Pesa number and pay bill until will be down in the description box down below. Thank you.
No, but they're only sending you for getting a cut. Yeah?
Sorry?
They're only sending if I'm getting a cut.
You want a cut?
Yeah.
After chatting all that shit.
But see, I've sung the song with you. The song that will be
on my
the
wedding.
song that will be sung on your wedding. I've sung it with you, fam.
Okay, so we can organize. But
Okay,
cuts are
guys.
very expensive. So mutume ya cut food and cut later. I shall also have my vets number pochini.
Okay, is Stephanie committing to having Cycles Podcast on the SNS? Bro!
Sasa
Yeah,
I'm warming it. I'm warming you
Oh.
up. I'm warming you up. Nilikuwa nataka kuambia unataka asking for a friend, a love letter, hot seat, debate
Zote,
club.
zote.
You name it. And we're
Kuna-
introducing a new segment. So
Kuna
mukae.
limit. Zote.
Utakam.
Yeah.
Sawa.
So, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to share, like, and leave a comment. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.